Hi, hello students. So this is your Fadi sir. Today we are going to deal with the chapter probability. Okay, the peculiarity of this chapter is this is a scoring chapter. Okay, so students, so be very aware of the fact that you should study this chapter as a scoring chapter rather than the other chapters are very difficult. So, and comparing to that chapters, this chapter is little bit easy. So studying by this chapter, you can almost assure a mark of 6. Okay, from 5 to 6 to 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, almost 6, an average of 6 mark. Okay, so in this chapter, actually this chapter is very easy. So let us discuss by starting with the basic idea of probability. Okay, probability is nothing but the definition itself says it is the chances or number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Okay, what it is? It is nothing but number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So if you have a question from probability and you can find out what are our favorable outcomes, okay, what are our favorable outcomes to what are our total outcomes, okay, total outcomes of the event. Okay, we will say it as event. Any program, sorry, any experiment we conduct here, we say it as event. Okay, so if you can find out what are our favorable outcomes to what are our total outcomes of the experiment, you can easily score. You get the basic idea of the probability. Okay, so if I say, let us look at this example. A box contains 3 blue balls. Okay, 3 blue balls. Okay, let me take my pen. Okay, a box contains, so there is a box. It contains 3 blue balls. Okay, what it is? 3 blue balls and 2 white balls. Okay, 2 white balls and 4 red balls. 4 red balls. And you are asked to find if a marble is drawn at random. Okay, a marble ball is drawn at random from the box. What is the probability that it will be a white? Okay, what is the probability that it will be white? So here our favorable outcomes is the 2 white. Okay, out of this number of balls, number of marbles, we have 2 favorable outcome, that is 2 white. Okay, we are asked to find the favorable outcome. Now, if I am picking any of the ball, what is the probability that it is a white? So here we have 2 white. Out of how many? Out of 3 blue, 2 white and 4 red. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. So 2 by 9. Simple. That's all about probability. Okay, so if you have a question to find out what it is the probability, okay, question number type number 1. If you have a question that you have to find out the probability, go for what is our favorable outcome. List out all the favorable outcome and list out all the total outcomes. Okay, divide the number of favorable outcomes to number of total outcomes. Okay, here we have two favorable outcome and total number of marbles or balls is 9. So 2 by 9. Simple. Okay, let us look at the next example. Okay, next example, tossing a coin. Okay, example, tossing a coin and tossing a die. All these theories you have now. You know. Okay, so in the last time of the exam, we don't have to go through this concept. Okay, we have to directly dive into problems. Okay, let me just go back and give a small idea, not that much deeper. I'm going to these ideas. Okay, tossing a coin. Okay, what are the favorable outcomes? Sorry, what are the total outcomes? When we toss a coin, what happens? If head comes or otherwise tail comes. Okay, only 2 outcomes, which are the head and tail. If we toss 2 coins, what happens? Okay, if we toss two coins, the first coin will be head or will be tail, and the second coin can be head or tail. Okay, and if the first coin is tail, the second coin will be head or will be tail. So if you are asked to find tossing more than one coin, just draw like this. Okay, first give a head, then give a tail, and from the first observation, give again a head and tail. Then second observation, again give a head and tail, and list out head. Okay, head and head, then head and tail, then tail and head, then tail and tail. Okay, 4 outcomes. Okay, the outcomes will be 4. Okay, similarly, if you are asked to find what are the possible outcomes of throwing 3 coins, okay, let me add again a head and tail here, head and tail here, and I also put here head and tail, also here head and tail, also here head and tail. Okay, just like a tree. And for the outcomes, head, then head, tail, tail. Just like this, you can find any number of coins tossed outputs. Okay, but we only need maximum number of 3. Okay, and similarly, you have to understand the outcomes of a die. Okay, what will be the outcomes of the die? If you toss a die, if you throw a die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happens if I coin 2 dice? Okay, the first one will become like 1 is a possible. Okay, first one will be 1, second will be 1. First one will be 1, second one will be 2. Similarly, like going like that, first one will be 1 and the second one will be 6. Similarly, you can, the first one be 2, second one be 1, first one be 2, second one will be 2. Fixing the first one, just look at this row. I'm fixed the first one as 1. Okay, and this row I'm fixed to first one as 2. Similarly, 3, 1, 3, 2, etc. 6 until 6 comes. Almost 36 observation comes. Okay, 36 observation will come. So I will show you these are all the observation from throwing a die. Throwing a die, no, not a die, 2 dice. Okay, 2 dice. 3 dice, cases of 3 dice, you are not need that. You only need 2 die problems. Okay, so let us dive into the problem. Find the probability of getting a head when a coin is tossed once. Also find the probability of getting a tail. Okay, we are asked to find the probability of getting a head when a coin is tossed. Okay, so first of all, if a problem comes, I'm asked you to find the total number of outcomes. Okay, total number of outcomes, and the total outcomes will be head and tail. Why? A coin tossed, the outcomes will be head and tail. Okay, and our favorable outcome. What is our favorable outcome? We are asked to find the probability of getting a head. Okay, probability of getting a head. So our favorable outcome is head. So tell me, how many favorable outcomes are there? Yes, it's 1, and number of total outcomes is 2. So our probability is number of favorable outcome divided by total number of outcome 1 by 2. Simple enough. Okay, so you have to understand the idea what I'm saying. So if you have any problem with probability, ask you to find the probability, go for the favorable outcomes. Okay, find out what are our favorable outcomes, divide that by total number of outcomes. Okay, so these are just basic problems, and we can have a problem of die. Then after that we can dive into previous year questions. Okay, first I am giving the concepts very clear. The last minute concepts I am giving. If you have studied till now, you can get the idea of the full chapter by this revision. Okay, so look at the example. Suppose we throw a die once. Okay, I'm thrown a die once. We are asked to find what is the probability of getting a number greater than 4. Okay, so what I'm going to count total outcomes. Okay, total outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No problem, simple. Okay, and the probability of getting a number greater than 4. Okay, so our favorable outcome is number getting a number greater than 4. Okay, greater than 4, there will be 5 and 6. From this, the number greater than 4 is 5 and 6 only. So the probability will be look, number greater than 4. So probability will be here. There are 2 number of favorable outcomes. And here we have total 6 number of outcomes. So the probability will be 2 by 6. It's 1 by 3. Simple. Okay. And the second question, what is the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4? So list the numbers that is our favorable outcome will be number less than 4. Okay, less than or equal to 4. Okay, less than or equal to 4. Please note that less than or equal to. Okay, some students may just go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there will be one. They will answer the question like 1, 2, 3. Okay, but there is already a statement that less than or equal to 4. So you have to add 4. Okay, 4 outcomes to total outcome. Total 6 outcomes. So 4 by 6. Okay, answer will be 4 by 6. Okay, simple questions. Okay, I think you have got the idea of probability. Okay, so now you can do problem with coin and throwing a dice. A coin and 2 coins are almost 3 coins. And throwing a die and 2 dice. Okay, so now we are going to do a problem with the dice. 2 dice, 1 blue, 1 grey, are thrown at the same time. Write down the all possible outcomes. What is the probability that the sum of the numbers appearing on the top of the dice is 8? Okay, this is a good question. Okay, so what happens when we throw 2 dice? When we throw 2 dice, we will have the outcomes as, or we have already noted 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, etc. up to 1, 6. Then starting from 2, 1, 2, 2, just like going on like that, we have 3, 1, 3, 1, etc. up to 3, 6. Sorry, it's not 3, not 3, 1. Okay, let me take my eraser, not 3. Okay, where is the eraser? Okay, I'm not getting the eraser, so assume that here will be 3, 1, 3, 2, etc. 3, 6 will be there, and going on like that, you will have 6, 1, 6, 2, etc. 6, 6 will be there. There will be almost 36 observations. Okay, there will be almost 36 observations. Okay, total number of 36 observations, and we have to find our favorable outcomes. Okay, what is our favorable outcome? The probability of the sum of the 2 numbers appearing on the top of the dice is 8. Okay, if we throw a die and then again if we throw another die and we get some answers on the top of the dice. Okay, the numbers that got from the first die and the number that got from the second die, if we are supposed to sum them, if we are supposed to add them, the number should be 8. Okay, what happens if I take 1? Suppose I take the first number as 1. Okay, the number above the first dice as 1. Okay, then the second should be 1, 7. Then only we will get 8. But it is not possible because 7 is not a number on the dice. Okay, so 1, 7 is not possible. Now look at 2, 6. 2, 6. You can be 2, 6. The sum is 8, and 2, 6 is possible. 2 is a number there on the dice. 6 is also a number on the dice. So 2, 6 is possible. So I'm counting my first outcome 2, 6 here. Okay, 2, 6. Then the sum of, then 3, 5. Okay, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 gives a sum, 8, and 3 is there on the dice, 5 is there on the dice. So I can use 3, 5. Now, similarly, as you got the idea, yes. Now you can use 4, 4. Then the opposite of this, 5, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5 is also 8. So 5, 3 is also 8, 3, 5 is also 8. So 3, 5 is also possible. Okay. So 5, 3 also possible. Then 6, 2 is also possible. Okay. Is there any number that we are not? Yes, we almost got all the possible number of outcomes. Okay. So students, here what we are done? We are only done. Only the problem here is to find the number of outcome, favorable outcome. Here we are favored with 2, 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, 3, 6 to almost 5 favorable outcomes. Okay, so and we get the number as 5 favorable outcomes to the total number of outcomes. It's almost, not almost, it's 36. So 5 by 36 comes. Okay, the answer is 5 divided by 36. Okay, it's a good question. Also, you have to find similarly 13. Okay, if 13 comes, then find the probability that the sum will be 13. Okay, students, let me ask, will the sum 13 comes? No. Okay, because just think, man, just think because one die. Both the dice have the maximum number 6. Okay, both the dice have the maximum number of 6. 1, 2, 3 up to 6. If I have summed the first number of the maximum number of the dice 6 with the maximum number of the second die 6, 6 plus 6 is only 12. Okay, from the possible outcomes of first die, the maximum number is 6. From the possible outcomes of the second die, the maximum number is 6. Their sum is only up to 12. So there is no any possibility you can go anywhere, you can think anything because there is no any possibility it would be 13. So the probability of it would be 13 is 0 by 36. It's 0. It's 0. Okay, the second answer will be 0. And the third answer, the probability is less than or equal to 12. What is the probability it is less than or equal to 12? Okay, what is the probability it is less than or equal to 12? So you add any number. Okay, take all the possible outcomes from the first die and second die. You add any number in that. Okay, any number sum will be less than 12. Just go for it. Just go for it. You can find a number greater than 12. Okay, greater than 12. So, any number you have gotten, the answer is less than 12. Okay. So, almost means not almost, any number is 12. So, the probability will be 1. Okay, the probability will be 1. That is my next point. So you have to understand the fact that if the thing is not happening, it is not going to happen. It is an impossible event. Then probability will be 0. Okay, its probability will be 0. Okay, impossible event. Okay, impossible event. It is not going to happen. Okay, similarly, there will be a sure event. Okay, what is sure event? It will be definitely happening. Okay, it will be definitely happening. Then it means a sure event. Its probability will be 1. So students, understand the fact that the probability value will be lies between 0 less than or equal to probability of E less than or equal to 1. Probability of E means probability of an event. Okay, any event in any numbers. Okay, in any situations, if you are going to calculate probability, in any case, the probability of the value will be between 0 and 1. Any case, you can go wherever you can, whatever problem you can take, the probability will be in between these two numbers. Okay, and in your previous year question, they are asked which of the following is not an probability of an event, and they are given the options with 0.62, 0. Something like these options. Okay, 0.38, 1, 0, and 1.12. Which one will you choose? Which one will you choose? You have to choose 1.12 because there is no any value, or there is no any value of the probability that will be greater than 1. It will be always will be between 0 and 1. Okay, so you have got the point. So sure event means is always going to happen. Its probability will be 1, and impossible event it's not going to happen. Its probability will be 0. Okay, good. And elementary event means any one event. Okay, for example, if you are throwing a dice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be its outcomes, and 1 is an elementary outcome. 1 outcome. 2 is an elementary outcome. Okay, so I'm going to dive into cards, and then you have to study cards. Then it will be almost over. And so we have studied coin, dice, and we are going to study cards. After that, a section of complement. Your chapter is over. Okay, your chapter is over. It's almost how many minutes? It's almost, let me check. Okay, 22 minutes. We will end it very soon, and we have to discuss cards. After cards, we will end up with the portion of complement. Then your chapter is all set. Okay, so coming to card, there will be 52 cards. Okay, you already know there will be 52 cards, 26 red cards and 26 black cards. In 26 red cards, there will be 13 diamonds and 13 hearts. 13 diamonds and 13 hearts. In black cards, you will be 13 spades and 13 clubs. Okay, so any cards comes under spades will be fully black. Any card comes under will be clubs will be fully black, and any cards comes under diamond and heart will be fully red. Okay, and in diamonds there will be 13 cards, in hearts there will be 13 cards, in spades there will be 13 cards, in clubs there will be 13 cards. And these cards look like ace. First one is ace, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards numbered with 2, 3, 5, 4, 6 up to 10, and king, queen and joker. King, queen and joker. This is how the card works. Okay, so you have 52 cards divided into 2 black cards and red cards. There will be 26 red cards and 26 black cards. Again, it is divided into 4 sections. 30 diamonds, 13 hearts, 13 spades, 13 clubs. In these 30 includes of an number from 2 to 10 and ace, king, queen and jack. Also an extra point. This is what will look like. This is what look like that we have discussed. So look, spade, club, diamond, heart, and this is the 13 cards. Okay, and you have to also understand the fact that the face cards. Okay, ace is not a face card. Okay, many students are going to make a mistake that ace is a face card. Okay, ace is not a face card. The face cards are king, queen and jack. Okay, king, queen and jack. Okay, now you are set with cards. We can go to the problems of card. Okay, a card is selected at random from a deck of 52 playing cards. Okay, I'm taking a card from a 52 cards. Okay, selected from a 52 cards. The probability of getting a red face card is. Okay, so you have to get a red face card. So students, what I'm said, if you have asked to find the probability, okay, all the difficult area is you have to find out or figure out what are our favorable number of outcomes. Okay, then now look at here. I will tell you exactly how to answer this question. Okay, first you have to find red card. Okay, then in red card you have to find red face card. Okay, red face card. Okay, how many red cards are there? There will be 26 red cards. Okay, there will be 26 red cards. Okay, in red cards, you will be, in diamonds, you will have king, queen and jack. Okay, in diamonds, you will have king, queen and jack. 3 fades cards. Okay, under red, in diamond, you will have king, queen and jack. Similarly, under heart is also red. You will have face cards, king, queen also and jack. So, in the diamond you will have 3, in heart you will have 3, so you will have a total of 6. Okay, what I'm said is, you will have 26 red cards. Under these red cards, you will have face cards of 3 into 2 is almost 6. So, our favorable number of outcome is 6. Under what? Under total number of 52 cards. The answer is 6 divided by 52. You can cut it like 3 divided by 26 and cut it like that. Okay, so the answer is 3 divided by 26. What we have done is, we have figured out what is our favorite number of outcomes. Okay, what are our favorite number of outcomes? Okay. So now complementary events. Okay, with these complementary events, we are going to stop our content discussion. Okay, this is all you need. If you have not studied till yet, this 30 minutes you all need in this chapter. Okay, if you can give a good 30 minutes with this video, your probability will be set. You don't need to look after any another book, any another ideas, or any another channel YouTube, or any another videos. Okay, all the concept I have said here. You have to just look at this concept, and after that we will do a PYQ section after this. Okay, make your concepts better with this video. Okay, so complementary events. Complementary events is very simple. Okay, suppose Regida, take a person, Regida. Okay, suppose Regida do a marathon or any kind of programs or any kind of exam. Okay, let him do an exam. Okay, so if the probability of Regida that passing the exam is 60%. Okay, probability of passing the exam of Regida is 60%. What will be the probability of that not passing? It will be 40%. Yes, the probability of passing the exam of Regida is 60%. So the probability of failing will be 100 minus 60, 40%. Yes, the same idea is we are used here. If an event is given to you just like that, for example, I am saying, okay, you are asked to find the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4 when throwing a dice. Okay, the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4 when throwing a dice, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the possible number of outcomes will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 by 6. 4 by 6. The probability will be 4 by 6. Then in the section B question, if you are asked to find the probability of number not getting less than or equal to 4, how would you do? Normally you will do the outcomes comes as 5, 6. So the answer will be 2 by 6. You don't need to do that. You only need to do that is just do 1 minus 4 by 6. Okay, 1 minus 4 by 6 will be 2 by 6. Same answer. Okay, so in a complement problem, okay, how? Here we have discussed that probability of getting a number less than or equal to 4 is 4 by 6. Okay, so probability of number will be not getting, probability of a number not getting less than or equal to 4 will be, you don't have to do another, you don't have to find another outcomes. Just do 1 minus 4 by 6. So the concept is, if you have asked to find the complement, probability of the complement, not happening that event, just do 1 minus P of E, 1 minus probability of the event. You will get the probability of event that not going to happen. Okay, suppose in your exams, if you are asked to find the probability of getting a student or passing a student is 0.72. Okay, if the probability is 0.72, okay, 0.72. The probability of passing the student is 0.72. What will be the probability of the student not passing the exam? 1 minus 0.72. 1 minus 0.72. It will be 0.28. Okay, that's it. So we are going to do a problem, and thereby we can stop the concept, and next section we can discuss about the previous year questions. We will go through almost every previous questions, every concepts. Okay, so look at the example. One card is drawn from a well shuffled 52 cards. Calculate the probability that card will be an ace. Okay, the card problem. Okay, so we will have 52 cards. Everybody knows that we will have 52 cards. Under these cards, you have two sections, red and black. Just avoid that. Just take diamond, heart, spade, and club. Under diamond, you will have one ace. Under heart, you will have one ace. Under spade, you will have one ace. Under club, you will have one ace. So totally you will have 4 aces. Okay, totally you will have 4 aces out of 52. Out of 52, you will have 4 aces. So the probability will be 4 divided by 52. Okay, it's a normal problem from the sections we have discussed. But our problem is, find the probability that it is not be an ace. The probability that it is not an ace. Okay, so you don't have to find all the other cards and just count all the other cards, or just write all the other cards. You only need to do the probability of getting an ace is 4 by 52. So the probability of not getting an ace, P of E complement. Okay, you will already study. P of E complement will be 1 minus 4 divided by 52. It will be 1 pi, not 1 pi. It's 52 minus 4. It's 48 divided by 52. 48 divided by 52. So the probability will be 1 minus the probability of the event happening. Then we will get probability of the complement. So this is the chapter. It's over. All the concepts are over. Now you have to do with, we have to do with the previous year questions. Okay. So if a student not listen the classes yet, this video is for you. You will get from top to the bottom. Okay. At the extreme ends of the extreme ends of the chapter from this live. Okay, just revise with this video. Okay, make the concepts clear, and we will do the live after this. Problem live will be after this. Okay, so the concepts we are discussing is what is it mean to be probability. Probability is nothing but number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Okay, you have to list out what are our favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Okay, and you have to study some general cases like tossing a coin, tossing 2 coins, tossing 3 coins. We have discussed the outcomes. Okay, we will discuss explained in our problems, previous questions problems, and the problems with dice. Throwing a die, throwing two die. Only two die is needed. More than two dice is not needed. Okay. After that, we have studied about cards. Okay. How the card system works. Okay. How the cards are classified. After that, we have discussed the complement, sure event, impossible event, is all the concepts from the basics of the probability. And after that, we have discussed the complementary events. Students, please go through this live. Okay, make the concepts clear, and I will come back with the live. We have to score every inch of the marks from this chapter. Any questions from the probability, we will score. For that, you have to go through each and every inch of this live. Okay, after that, come back. Okay, we will discuss the previous year question in the live. Okay, so till then, bye.